Oh boy, has Adidas really dropped the ball on tennis shoes in terms of marketing margin and market share over the past decade. The amount of tennis players in my local area that fled from the legendary Adidas Barricade lines is more numerous than the rat infantation that is plaguing your local tennis courts in the form of pickleball. Recently, Adidas did start making an updated version of the Barricade lineage, but is it really that amazingly stable and durable like the Barricades of the past? Well, let's find out. But before we do, hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Also, follow me on Twitch, where I stream Mondays and Wednesdays. Without further ado, this is the Adidas Barricade 13 tennis shoe review. Let's talk about the positives first. Unlike every single Barricade line except for maybe the Barricade 2s, the Barricade 13s required no break-in period whatsoever. I do remember the incredibly painful pinching of the feet, specifically the toes, and the overall arch pain that was excruciating the first hour of breaking in those past shoes. Although this is a very big differentiator from the past, this is obviously more than welcome. On a similar vein, the Barricade 13s felt pretty light. Remember that the past Barricades were absolute bricks on your feet. I believe the Barricade 13s are just over 14 ounces for US men's 10.5. Also, departing from the past is the comfort of this version. Honestly, this is one of the most comfortable shoes I have worn right out of the box, second only to Asics tennis shoes, which are obviously super high quality materials. And lastly, I was able to slide on indoor hard courts with comfort while still maintaining decent stability in terms of aggressive cuts. With the positives out of the way, let's talk about the negatives. There were only three main negatives I have on this shoe. First of all, the left shoe was digging on the inside of my ankle even when laced properly and when it was tight, but not too tight. This might be one of the only two shoes I've play tested that has ever done this. This didn't cause any pain, but it was just extremely annoying, especially since this is the flagship shoe for Adidas as of the writing this video. Second, this is only on my left foot. I felt a tweaking in the tendon called the superior extensor retiniculum. If I'm diagnosing myself correctly, this is the tendon that is placed right beneath the tongue of the Barricade 13s. I felt a slight tweak in the middle of my match of a second set, and it kept on tweaking literally every other point almost without fail. For some reason, this never really happened again. And lastly, this didn't feel like a Barricade at all, for both good and bad. The feeling of the shoe, although supportive and comfortable, and on the lighter side, felt mushy and slow in terms of response. The Barricades of the past has always had a fast response from my foot. This version feels way too delayed on my foot, wanting to plant off from the ground and into the direction of the ball. This, in almost every way possible, is not a Barricade shoe deserving of the Barricade title.
So this is what I believe is the superior exterior retiniculum right under the tongue, and it was tweaking in the aforementioned match literally every other point to where it almost like froze, and I lost feeling for it for like, say, half a second. I basically lost a point right away, but haven't had an issue since. And the ankle issue was this guy, even when tied up properly, was digging into the inside of my ankle, and that's just annoying. This happens literally every single match. I notice it quite often. It's just really annoying, but no redness whatsoever. It's looking fine altogether, but just overall very annoying.
I want to be clear. This is not a bad shoe. In fact, I think it's pretty decent. I personally feel that I wouldn't use this shoe in competition unless I was out of shoes because of the left foot problems I faced during this playtest. You know what? It actually does hold one resemblance of the past Barricades in terms of playability. It's actually quite durable. As of the writing of the script, I've put over 8 hours of wear on the shoe and I haven't begun to see a mark on the soles of these shoes yet. And as for consumer friendliness, this shoe is MSRP of $160 and thankfully it has a 6-month durability guarantee. But if you think that's still too much, you can get the Barricade 13s at a massive discount to be only $159.95 for a massive 5-cent discount. Good job, Tennis Warehouse. Now I want to know what you guys think. Did I hit the review on the head or did I miss it completely? Leave a comment down in the section below, or better yet, join my Discord where over 1,500 members, as I'm burping, are talking about all things tennis. This playtest was done over 8 hours of straight hitting with my Move Game Day insoles, and I have extremely flat foot in terms of profile, and my men's tennis size is 9.5 US. And as always, happy hitting.